Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Zoe, and today we're going to start a new series that's going to take about 29 days. Well, exactly 29 days. The year before, last year, I did a 31 days of palettes in December, where I tested out a new palette each day of December. We're gonna do the same this year, but in February. So I'm gonna take all the palettes that are new to me and test them out throughout the month of February. Some of these I've already used, but most of them I've only used twice, and they're still pretty new to me, so I can totally give you my first impressions. Also, I'm also on a no buy until I've used up 24 products, so we might not even have 29 new palettes, so I'm really pushing myself to the limits. And today is the first day, and I wanted to use the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. Look at how beautiful this packaging is. So gorgeous. And I really wanted to use this one. This is a beautiful mix of neutrals. Wait, I'm trying not to blind you. Neutrals and colorful shades. Most of the mattes are kind of neutral leaning, but I think we can make a beautiful look with this. I've used this once before, I think, and I liked it, but I don't have too much to say about it yet, so I thought, why not give it a go on camera? It's quite new to me. I've never tried What's Up Beauty before, so it's my first, first palette from the brand, first product from the brand, and so far I like it. I do like that they have a little bit of a more neutral, colorful aesthetic, because if you look, I've seen their other two palettes, I believe it's like Geode and something else. Those are similar in the fashion that they do have like colorful shades and also neutrals in them. So they're not similar necessarily shade wise, but they're more so similar in aesthetic. So this brand has a very clear aesthetic, which is neutrals with pops of colors, and the pops of colors are mostly shimmers, and that is their aesthetic. And I think it's nice for a brand, especially in the beginning, for the first like, what is it, like 5 palettes, to really have their own aesthetic and follow that, and then after that maybe venture into some new ideas. So far I've used the shade Creature, which is this like lightest brown, and I've used the shade Breath, which is right there, as you can see. And then I kind of want to use the shade Smoke to darken things up. So I'm gonna put that on the lid. And when I put this on the lid, first of all, I create kind of like a nice dark colored base for the shimmers to go over, but also I know that I'm gonna put them very much like near the crease, and then I'm gonna blend that out, so it's not, the dark shadow is not like all over the crease, but just like in the lowest part, because that is where the rest of the color lays as well. So you won't get as dark of a crease, and you can totally build this up like I'm doing now, where I'm like, oh, I need a little bit more of that darkness. And we're going to do the same on the other eye, so we're going to blend that upwards slowly but surely, and make sure that we're not doing really weird color transitions. So that's what we're doing. We have a little bit of that darkness everywhere now, so that's good. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Breathe and put that over to give it a little bit of that lightness and brightness back. That's what we're doing. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Creature, which is that light brown, and I'm just gonna blend the lid out with that because not everything on the lid is even, and we want an even base for our shimmer shadow. So that's what we're doing. And then we're done with the mattes, and we're gonna go into the shimmers. So by the way, I used my Tone Activated Primer by Kaleidos as a base. I like this one a lot. Not for every single look, but because some looks can kind of like tend to wait, what was I saying? Some of the, yeah, great. I just dropped a lid of my NYX glitter primer. What was I saying? The Kaleidos primer is great, but it has a yellow tone, so if you use like blues, they might pull slightly green, but that's to be expected. I always prime my eyes with like a glitter primer before I put on shimmers. That's just the way I like to do my makeup. You don't have to, but I noticed that shimmers will stay put longer, won't crease as fast. But if you want a wonderful glitter primer, the best primer I've come across so far is the MUA water-based glitter glue, but they don't sell it anymore. Which, if someone at MUA is watching this, please bring that back, because that was the thing that made my eyeshadows like not crease, stay put. It was just beautiful. It didn't take much effort to take off at the end of the day because it was water-based. It didn't irritate my eyes. It didn't dry out my eyes. It was just like a magic product, and it was like $2 or and €2 and £2 or whatever. Like it was very like inexpensive, and it was very, very, very good, and I liked it a lot. And now it's gone. It's off the market, and I'm really mad that I don't have it back up because I want to have that primer back in my collection. It's such a good product. And it was so inexpensive, and I kind of, like, I hardly ever buy backups, but when I do, like, I sometimes buy a lot, and I don't need it, and every time I buy a backup, I don't need it, and then I think I shouldn't have done that, and you should not buy backups anymore. But then with this one, I'm like, I wish I bought, like, 20 backups, because now I don't have anything, and it sucks. Yeah, so that is the thing, but whatever. Okay, I put on the shade Scales, and now I kind of want to put on Fly as well, right here in the middle. So I'm just putting that like, oh yeah, this is great. Let me explain this. So my boyfriend got a cuckoo's clock for Christmas. So you're gonna hear this more often in my videos now. If you watch my declutters, you might have already heard it. But if you haven't, well, welcome. Welcome to the only channel with a cuckoo's makeup channel with a cuckoo's clock in the back. But yeah, I'm sorry if you get distracted by that. Can't change the fact that he got it for Christmas. He loves it. I kind of love it too, let's be honest. I kind of love it too. But it's not ideal during makeup videos. So I put the shade Fly right in the middle and in the inner corner, and I'm kind of gonna blend that out, which sounds weird, but with this eyeshadow stick by e.l.f. And I'm gonna bring that upwards. So I'm really gonna highlight the eyes. And I'm also gonna highlight the outside. So I'm gonna drag the pencil. This is a newer one. The older one, I didn't need so much dragging, but I think it's maybe because it still needs to warm up, and also it's winter, and the place where I do my makeup is not that warm, so it could be that that influences the softness of the stick. This the e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow stick in Perfect Pearl. Perfect Pearl. I also like loved this, and then I used it up and then it was sold out everywhere, and I thought it was the second product in a row that I used up that I couldn't repurchase, but luckily it came back in stock somewhere and I got to buy it. So that's it for the eyes, I think. Let's do some mascara. Ooh, I'm gonna move you just this tiny bit so I can see myself in the mirror. Oh my god, I put my mascara right onto my contact lens by accident. So now there's mascara smeared all over my contacts. I decided not to wear liner because I think this eyeshadow deserves all the shine. And I don't have that much lid space when I just like open my eyes and not like open my eyes widely. So if I put on liner, a lot of that lid space will disappear. And I think it's a waste because the eyeshadow is really pretty, so I think it deserves all the shine it can get. Let's see. I think we're kind of even. I think we are. You can never be totally even because my lashes are like super uneven. God knows why, but that's just the truth. And I accepted it. But yeah, okay. So let's put on a gloss, and I think we'll be done then. Where do we have glosses? Ooh, here do we have glosses. Let's see. Can we put on? Let's put on this one. I'm using the Buxom Sugar Lip Plumper. It's not a lip plumper, it's a plumping lip polish. Okay, so that's it. A quick review. By the way, I'm gonna round up all the palettes in the end of the month. So rank them, tell you what I think, all of that good stuff. But right now, the Dragon Eye palette, I put it back in a box. That's why it looks different. I really enjoy it. The 2 times that I used it, this time and previous time, I enjoyed the mattes. I enjoyed the shimmers a lot. A lot of the shimmers are duo or multichromes. So you might think of it as like a teal, but it's also green, also purple. So that's really beautiful, but you do have to realize that when putting it on your eyes. Sometimes I find it kind of hard that we don't have colorful mattes, not as colorful, but I think that's what makes this palette fit the aesthetic of the brand. And also the packaging is gorgeous. The formula is really nice. The mattes blend easily. The shimmers apply beautifully. So I think I've used every shade in the palette so far except for Fire and Fierce, which are this and this shade. But you can see it literally happening when I turn the palette that the shades are changing. So yeah, so far super impressed. I love trying new indie brands, and I can't wait for tomorrow to try out a new palette, tell you all about it, show you the look I made with it, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like all of that stuff before you leave, and if you want to see all the other videos. And I noticed that my blush, well, someone commented that my blush declutter is missing. I think I by accident like it cut off that bit, so I'm refilming it, but I was missing some blushes. So that's why I couldn't film it up until now. So that's coming as well. So that'll be a bonus video throughout this month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!